Welcome to qnawire.
To answer this question, remember that the order of stability of alkanes are monosubstituted, are going to be less stable than disubstituted. In the case of disubstituted alkenes, what we're going to have is that cis is going to be less stable than trans, and it is going to be also less stable than 1,1 or geminal alkenes. Let's call it geminal directly. Trans and geminal alkenes are going to have a similar order of stability. That depends on the substituting groups that you're going to have. But in general, you're going to be only asked about cis and trans configurations. Next up, they're going to come the tri-substituted, and the most stable ones are going to be the tetra-substituted ones. Okay, so in this case, we're given the following three molecules. We're going to have a tetra-substituted one. So we have CH3, 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 CH3. This is going to be our molecule A. Next up, for molecule B, what we're going to get is H3, CH2, C, carbon double bond. We're going to have the cis configuration, carbon, hydrogen, and hydrogen. This is going to be molecule B. And finally, we're going to have the same one, but in trans. So, H3, CH2C, carbon, double bond carbon, and the trans version. CH2, CH3. And this is going to be our molecule C. So, first of all, in order of stability, we know that tetra-substituted is going to be more stable than everything else. Next up, we're going to have the trans configuration that corresponds to C. And finally, the least stable, it's going to be the cis configuration. Now, what we want to look at is, for the boiling point, we want to look at the polarity. So, in general, what we're going to have is that cis compounds are going to be more polar than trans. And if a compound is more polar, that means that the boiling point is going to increase. We also have the case of the tetra-substituted substance. In this case, the polarity is non-existent, right? Another point to take into account is that the order of boiling points of alkenes is going to increase depending on the mass that we have. In this case, all of the alkenes that we have present here have the same amount of mass. They have the same number of atoms. So the only thing that we need to compare is their polarities. And as you can see, the least polar is going to be A. So A is going to have the lowest boiling point. Next up, in order of polarity, it's going to be the cis compound for B. Sorry, the trans compound, which is C. I misspoke on that one. And finally, the more polar one, the one that's going to have the higher boiling point, it's going to be the cis substance that corresponds to B. And that would be all. Thank you very much, and have a good one.